Hyperloop is a new futuristic yet realistic mode of high-speed ground transportation that is being developed by a number of companies. Elon Musk, who is the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, first proposed the idea of a Hyperloop in a white paper published in 2013. The goal of this white paper was to share his research so that others can join in and help pursue the development of this concept. So what exactly is the Hyperloop? It's a bold engineering initiative that allows small groups of passengers to travel in a passenger pod through tubes at high speed using magnetic fields. The system consists of sealed tubes connecting mobility hubs in large metropolitan areas through a pressurized vehicle called pods or capsules. Capsules are a similar size to smaller aircrafts but without wings and are designed to float on air skis on a frictionless magnetic cushion within the tubes. This technology uses the same basic idea as an air hockey table. Each passenger capsule can hold 28 to 50 people and can reach speeds of up to 760 miles per hour. It's projected to have a departure rate of 40 seconds with the ability to transport 160,000 plus passengers per day. What is the goal of Hyperloop? The goal is not only to create an alternative transportation option that is fast, but also create an entire new travel experience that is way less stressful and much more convenient. It's really not about increasing volume with higher density travel. Instead, the aim is to increase volume with lower density capsules that operate at a higher frequency. What do people think about this? The 2020 pandemic sparked an interesting conversation in relation to Hyperloop. It has been suggested that in the United States, state and federal governments are starting to recognize the value in this technology as it protects travelers from high-density transportation methods like trains and planes. The value in this really came to light in 2020 when transportation, including airplanes and trains, across the country and the world came to a complete halt. In July, the US Department of Transportation categorized Hyperloop under the Federal Railroad Administration, making it eligible for government infrastructure funds. This is a huge deal for the future of Hyperloop, as it is likely going to cost a lot of money to develop and build. Hyperloop is engaged with governments around the world, including the European Commission and US DOT. How will this revolutionize travel? Hyperloop is an alternative low-density but high-volume transportation option. The travel experience will be defined by safety, speed, environmentalism, and improved comfort. Hyperloop is more accessible and more efficient than any other available transportation methods. They've thought of everything when it comes to the design of the system. Does it annoy you that some of the world's largest airports are in the middle of nowhere? Well, Hyperloop plans to change that, as the intention is to put stations in the middle of cities, so that there is no more commuter transportation hubs outside metropolitan areas. The controlled environment and completely autonomous system will make it much more efficient, as there will no longer be delays for weather or human error. The system is also projected to be twice the speed of an airplane. Can you imagine the convenience this type of transportation would bring? It would save business travelers and others alike a lot of time. Ever missed a train waiting in line for a ticket? That's never going to happen with Hyperloop, as they will have a streamlined ticketing system that is linked through smartphone technology. All aspects of the ticketing will be handled electronically. Another aspect of the system that has environmental benefits. The seats will be comfortable and spacious. You will have so much room that you can actually keep your luggage with you the entire time. No more leaving it at the front of the train, fighting for forehead storage on an airplane, or checking your luggage at the airport. That's right, you won't ever have to worry about your luggage getting lost again. How much would this high-speed futuristic transportation cost? The original white paper suggested that the Hyperloop would cost approximately $20 for a one-way ticket, making it a very affordable option for all. Perhaps the most revolutionary part of the whole system is the fact that it is sustainable and climate neutral. It is a huge step forward in reducing the effects of climate change, as it does not rely on any fossil fuels. Like what you're hearing and eager to board? Well, they aren't ready for passengers just yet. On July 29, 2017, in the Nevada desert, Hyperloop performed a test. They had a concrete tub depressurized to 200,000 feet above sea level, which is close to the pressure in outer space, where a passenger capsule reached a top speed of 310 kilometers per hour and traveled 500 meters. The system tested well overall, making it a successful debut for the pod. What was particularly impressive about this test was that a small team of 300 people managed to build a fully functional test track and capsule within 10 months and use it. So maybe the future is closer than we think. Is there a catch? Well, like everything, there is some skepticism about this technology. The sheer cost and infrastructure needed for the system to get up and running is potentially limiting. The tunnels are tough to build in general, but tunnels of any significant length are even harder to build. There are claims that Hyperloop has received a verbal agreement from the US government to build an underground Hyperloop loop between New York and Washington. If this is the case, it will be very interesting to see that unfold from construction to operation. Currently considered routes are generally between 200 and 1,500 kilometers in length. The extent to which this technology can reach beyond that remains to be seen. For example, can a tunnel from North America to Europe be built, or will this technology remain local from city centre to city centre? Then there's the matter of passenger safety. The risk of nausea is quite high. At over 1,000 km per hour, even a gentle curve can induce nausea. That suggests that to prevent nauseous passengers, the path of the Hyperloop would have to be dead straight. As you can imagine, that is likely to be a challenge logistically and from an engineering perspective. The development of Hyperloop is likely to take time. The technology might be ready, but the infrastructure is not, to say the least. Time and money is needed to build the tunnels, stations, and capsules/pods. There are likely to be challenges with national and local governments, given the huge undertaking of the project and environmental assessments that would need to be performed. The value of this technology is obvious, and after all of the initial infrastructure costs, the project is inexpensive to operate continuously as it is autonomous. Plus, it does not use any fossil fuels, which is a first at this scale, and that's very advanced. Hyperloop is working towards its first commercial route with both passenger and freight systems under development. Stay tuned because the future of transportation is underway. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to like and subscribe for more.